Mr. Hugh Lee, the country manager for La Trobe University. So he'll be presenting on becoming an expert healthcare profession and making a difference. So let's all welcome Mr. Hugh.
Hi, hello everyone. Good evening, and thanks for coming to my presentation today. I'll be talking about the health courses, health course options at Electoral University. I'll also give you a short, like a brief introduction about Electoral University in Australia as well. And if you do have any question during my presentation, please don't hesitate to just ask or put your question in the chat box, and then I'll get back to it as soon as possible. Let's not keep you waiting any longer. Okay, I hope you can see my screen, and let's start. So today, okay, oops. Let's start from the beginning. Okay. So first of all, I'll start with introducing the Electoral University to you guys. In case any of you haven't heard of us, we are actually among the top universities in Australia. We are placed in the top 1% of universities around the world. That's in the top 250 out of 25,000 universities. We are also ranked in the top 50 universities in the Asia Pacific region. And we have been ranked number 4th globally in our contribution to the UN Sustainable Development Goals. So where our teaching qualities are also ranked 5 stars in, teaching quality, employability, research inclusiveness, internationalization, and so on. So especially sport-related subjects. So I know I'm talking about health courses today, but we do teach a lot of other majors as well, including the sport-related subjects. So if anyone's interested in sports, you can talk to me about it as well. About the outcome, we actually ranked number 1 in Australia, in Victoria, for postgraduate full-time employment, and number 3 in Victoria for undergraduate full-time employment, which means that a lot of our students have graduated with a job, or most of them actually are employed before their graduation as well. So, yeah. And why would you, let's get back to the health courses. So why would you want to study health courses at Trobe University? Because we have a long-standing partnership with the Singapore Nurse Association. We also have a significant history of training health professionals in Singapore. A lot of Singaporean students come to Electoral University to study health and have been either go back to Singapore or been working in the health industry around the world. Our clinical and preclinical and health subjects are ranked in the world's top 200. Well, as I said, like our employment outcomes is very satisfying. So the employer's satisfaction rating is 86.3%, according to the recent to the latest survey. And we also have a Career Ready Advantage program, which will help you to acquire employment before your graduation. As a matter of fact, with the health courses, you get to do compulsory clinical placements in most of the health courses. So you don't have to worry about getting like a internship or placement during your course. We'll actually get it. We've already planned it out for you. So we have 7 campuses around Victoria and New South Wales. But for health courses, most of you will be doing your courses in our main campus in Bundoora here. Oops. sorry. Or you can do it, some courses take place in Bendigo as well. Some other courses take place in Albury Wodonga. So those are the 3 campuses that actually have health courses for those of you who are interested in doing health. If you're looking to do business or commerce or any other courses, then most of them will be in the main campus in Bundoora, Melbourne, or in the city. Our campus in Sydney also offers a couple of business courses and a Bachelor of IT here as well. So if you need to ask about anything else other than health courses, don't be afraid to raise a question. Just a couple of pictures to show you our facilities. We have a brand new accommodation building for in the Bundoora campus for students who are looking for a place to stay. We have a world-class sports facility. This is to cater for the sports exercise courses as well. Some of you might, who are interested in occupational therapy or physiotherapy, might be using some of these facilities as well. So for the School of Allied Health and Human Services, we do offer like 11 disciplines. Well, we do have audiologies, which is a study about your ears. Well, basically, speech pathology, dietetics and human nutrition. Yeah, you can. It's about becoming a dietitian or a nutritionist, sport and exercise. So this is not. I just want to clarify here that sports and exercise doesn't make you an athlete. Rather, you're going to study the athlete's physiology and how to improve their performance. You probably work as a coach, or you work for a sport company that develop sport products like sport clothes or sports wristband and stuff like that to help them, to support the athletes. So you don't become an athlete, but you actually study about how to exercise better. And then occupational therapy, physiotherapy, orthoptics, which is the eyes. Podiatry is foot or your feet, actually your lower body part. Prosthetics and orthotics, just like the arms for people who are amputated, and then you produce the arms for them. And then social work. So what you need to, we have dentistry as well, dental science, we have nursing, we have biomedicine as well. Those courses are not included in the School of Allied Health, but they are also part of the health set of courses that we do offer. We have public health and health information management. If some of you, if you don't have a health background, if you don't do any health degree, but you can still do health information management, because it's more about how to handle the health of the patients rather than actually giving treatment. So yeah, you can still go in if you want to change your career and go into health, and you can still do health information management. You need to take note that all of these courses have an application deadline, which for 2023, which is the 30th of September 2022. So why am I talking about 2023 already? Because actually all of these allied health courses only have one intake per year, and which is in around January and February. So for 2022, it's already too late for all of you to apply. So the earliest intake you can apply now is in January or February, around January, February 2023. It's a bit different for each course, but it's about that time. So you can start, but don't wait until September 2022. you can start applying now, because all of these courses have a quota, which is a limited number of places that are offered to students. So the sooner you apply, the sooner you are placed in the queue, and we're gonna assess your application like first come, first serve. And if, for example, speech pathology, if there are only 6 places available, which means that we can only take in 6 students for that year. And then if we've already decided to accept 6 students, and we might close the course before September. So don't wait, just if you're ready to apply, then just make your application now. Or you can ask it's very easy actually. You can ask IDP to help you lodge your application on our system. Okay. Right. So this is the entry requirement, academic entry requirements for you guys. Let me just talk a little bit about the IELTS requirement first. If you have completed your high school or your A-level or your diploma or bachelor degree in Singapore, then you are exempted from the requirement for IELTS. You don't need to submit your IELTS. If you are from a different country and you did your study in Singapore, it depends on the which course you're applying for. If a course is asking you for an IELTS 8 or 8.5, then you might have to do it again. If it's a lower IELTS requirements, then you might be exempted. So how do you know if you are exempted or not? Just lodge your application and the admission team will tell you what you need to provide. Okay, but for most cases, if you are if you're from Singapore and you've done your high school, you've done your bachelor degree, or you've done you've done your bachelor degree in Singapore, then you are exempted from the IELTS requirements. You don't need to submit any IELTS. Okay, that said, these are the academic entry requirements, but keep in mind that these are just the minimum requirements. So for different courses, there are different, there might be higher requirements. So for example, for A-level, the minimum is 6 score, but for some other courses, it might be higher 7 or 8. And these requirements are for all the courses, so not just the health courses. So for health courses, generally they require higher GPA or A-level or diploma outcome. Okay, so it's very difficult to tell you exactly what it is for each course. So you, it's easier for you to decide which course you want to go in for first, and you come back to us, or you come back to IDP Singapore, and they'll look it up for you. Or you can also look it up on the Electoral website as well. For example, if you want to do paramedicine, you can look up paramedicine Electoral in Google. You don't have to, and then it will pull up the website for you, and then you can look up what's the academic entry requirement, like exactly what it is for you. For example, if you look up Master of Speech Therapy, so you will see that last year we actually need a WAM, which is like 76%. So if your score translates to a 76% of your total score, then you will be accepted into that course. So that's just an example. So you don't have to remember everything like that. You just need to come to us or to IDP Singapore and tell us what courses you're looking into, and then we'll look it up for you. Okay. As I said, we do have a lot of clinical placements, which are compulsory. So you have to complete these clinical placements in the health courses to graduate and to be recognized to apply for a license to work in Australia. So these are very detailed descriptions of how you will do your clinical placements. But this is a lot of words, and I don't want to spend our special little time reading all of these for you. You can look them up online. So I'll show you the website later. But yeah, if you need to ask about any specific discipline, then just tell me later and I'll go back to these for you. Okay. And now I want to move on to the best part, which is the scholarships. In 2022, for Singaporean students, we do offer these are the two main scholarships. We do have other grants and bursaries, just the little ones as well, but they don't apply to all the courses. But these are the two primary categories that will apply to most of the courses. So this is what I want to tell you about. We do have the early bird acceptance grant, which will give you 5% of the first year tuition fees. It's usually worth about 1,500 to 2,000 Australian dollars, depends on the course tuition fee. So obviously, if the course is higher than has a higher tuition fee, then you will get a higher payment, a higher deduction. Sorry. For the second one is the Electoral International Scholarship, which will give you a deduction of 15, 20, and 25% on your annual tuition fee. And this will last for the whole duration of your course. So for example, if you're doing a bachelor and your course is 3 years, then you're going to get the deduction for each of the 3 years as well. So, but, okay, there's a but. These scholarships are only available to programs listed in the Electoral International Scholarships list. So this list will include like almost 85% of the courses that we are offering. Unfortunately, only about 1/3 of the health courses are actually eligible for these scholarships. So you need to check this list on our website to see if the course you're applying for is included in here. Okay. I'll tell you why the health courses, most of the health courses are not eligible for scholarships later on. But the important thing is you need to check this list here. I'll also show it at the end of this presentation. So the early bird acceptance grant, basically what you need to remember is that once you've received an offer letter and you make a payment as soon as you can, before they'll tell you it's before the deadline, but the deadline is actually like 1 month before the course commencement. So if you're applying for February 2023 intake, and you get an offer letter during around June or July, then you just need to make the payment before December. And if you make the payment before that time, then you will get this early bird acceptance grant. So it's not actually that early. You have to have a lot of time to make your acceptance. So it's very easy to get this grant, and there's no other requirement. As long as you make the deposit payment before the deadline, then you get this grant. So and there's no limits on the number of grants that will be given out. So anyone who make the deposit payment before the deadline will get the grant. Okay. And this grant will be deducted into your second payment to Trobe University. But you will get a letter confirming that you are eligible for the grant, so don't worry, okay? Right. So that's all you need to remember. You don't have to remember all of these little conditions and stuff like that. So the next scholarships is the Electoral International Scholarships. As I told you, this scholarship will deduct about 15 to 25% annual tuition fees for you. So what you need to remember is actually to translate your score into a percentage. So if it's like 55 to 69.9%, you will get the like a scholarship of 15% deduction of annual tuition fee. So similarly, if you get like 70 to 74.9, you get 20%, and 75 and above, you get 25%. So this is the maximum level. If you get any higher, good for you, but then we can only give you maximum 25%. So there are only three tiers here, so it's very easy for you to remember. It applies to both the bachelor and the master levels. So for master level, we will look at your graduation score for your bachelor degree. For if someone's done a diploma, we will look at your final score for the diploma. If you're doing an A level or a high school program, we will translate it for you into WAM, and then we will tell you exactly which tier you fall into and how much scholarships you're going to get. And these scholarships is unlimited. So we'll give it out to any student who who will enroll in 2022, and we will give it out based on your academic results only. So there's no other requirements for you to you know, submit a statement or anything else like that. No, there's no such thing like that. So you can look at your score and you know exactly what scholarships you get. Okay, and this again, this applies to the whole duration of your course. So if your course is 3 or 4 years, you will get the scholarship for the whole duration of your course. You don't have to pass a certain marks. Like for example, if you complete the first year at Trobe University, you only need to pass. You don't need to go like 75 or 80% to keep the scholarship for next year. All you need to do is you have to pass. Right. For example, if you in the first year you're supposed to do 8 subjects, but you failed one of them and you only pass 7 subjects, you will still get the scholarship for next year for the next 8 subjects. And the subject that you failed, you can register to do it again. But then the second time you're doing that subject, you will have to pay the full fee for that one. So a subject is about 2,500 Australian dollars. So first time you get 30% off the 2,500. But the next time if you fail and you do it again, then you have to pay the full 2,500 Australian dollars just for that subject. Okay, so that's how easy this scholarship is for you. It's easy to get and easy to maintain as well. Right, so that's actually it. That's all for my presentation. I'm actually gonna show you my okay, this is the list of the courses that are eligible for the scholarships. So because it changes every year, so do go to our website and I'll look it up and see what courses are included in the list. So for example, for the health courses that I told, we do have the Master of Public Health here, Rehabilitation and Counseling and Mental Health. We have Digital Health here. We don't have the, or administration, we don't have occupational therapy, we don't have speech pathology, we don't have dentistry here. That's why not all of the health courses are included in this list, so you need to look it up. For example, or for the bachelors, we do have biomedicine, we have health sciences, we have nursing, we have nutrition science, we have sport and exercise sciences for scholarships, but not all of them. You know, for example, Bachelor of Dentistry or Bachelor of Dental Science is not included in here. Bachelor of Occupational Therapy is not included in here either. So Bachelor of Paramedicine is not included in here either. So yeah, you need to look it up before you go ahead and submit your application if you care about scholarships. Okay. What else I'm gonna what else did I say? I'll show you. Okay. I think it's time for question and answer Q&A right now. So if anyone has any question about any specific course, if you need to know about any course, not just the health course, please raise your hand or well, actually you don't need to raise your hand, just turn on your mic and speak, or type in your questions in the chat box. Or if I was speaking too fast and you need me to repeat any part of the presentation, please let me know. Share it again here. Okay. Okay. Hello. Yes.
Okay, I think so for now, if there aren't any questions, if there are any students who have any questions later on, can actually maybe schedule a meeting with you and then ask any queries that